Hello beauties, hi, this is Maureen speaking. I am Maureen, a Lagos YouTuber. So I mostly create makeup videos such as this and then lifestyle videos. So I'm all about makeup, beauty, and then just lifestyle. So if you're new here, welcome, and if you're one of the OGs, good to see you, babe. Good to see you. How are you? How are you doing? So in this video I'm going to, as simple as possible, show you how I get my eyeshadows to pop, to appear bold, for the colors to be so obvious, like so you don't have to struggle. I'm creating this video because I gifted the last giveaway. I gifted Ola. Yes, Ola, I don't know if you're watching. Yeah, so she won the last giveaway and I gifted her an eyeshadow I used here, beauty by AD eyeshadow palette. And then she was like, oh, she was trying to ask me because she's not really into makeup, and then she was like, how do I get these colors look a bit faint, how do I get them, are they going to appear on my skin? And I won't lie, she's much more darker than I am. And then I was trying to explain to her, you know, the practical part, how you are put this and then put that, and it was, you know, without showing her in person because we are at work, it was a bit, it was looking like I was just speaking gibberish. So if you're one of the girlies, you have an eyeshadow, even if it's an old eyeshadow or something that is neutral, and you feel like most times when you try makeup, aside having the product, is all about application, and you feel like, okay, the colors are not popping, they're not coming out, they're not doing what they're supposed to do. In this video I am going to be showing you how to properly do your eyeshadow placement, how to properly apply eyeshadow. So if you're not too busy and if you'd like to learn one or two things, or you just simply are enjoying this look and would like to see how I achieve this, don't go anywhere, hold on and watch more. Come closer. So first things first, I am going to be going in with my transition color. If you see me looking at this mirror, just know. So I'm basically using from the classic powder 6-in-1 palette. I'm using the darkest shade, the darkest powder on the palette. That's what I'm going to use for my translucent color. So I'll be using this, my very old Ferragamo 12 long-lasting makeup cover and corrector concealer. This is a professional palette. I've had this for quite some time, and you always have options. You have different options from here. So I'm going to, this is the star of the show for today's video because this is what I have been using. You can use a very good concealer. This is a cream-based concealer, or you get a very good eyeshadow primer. Since I started using this, I honestly stopped using my eyeshadow primer because it just does the work. So I'm going to be going in with a shade not too light and not too dark. I sometimes mix both. Once I start, I know what I'm going to continue doing. So I'm going to first go in with this one, and I'm going to drag a bit of this as I walk through. Can you see? It looks like a look on its own. You're going to place it according to your eye shape or according to what you want. That is the look you want on your eyes. Lately I use this natural light setting because of what's happening in the country. I can't keep up with turn on, turn off. So I'm going to use the very best out of this sunlight before we go into proper rainy season. So this is it. Let me know the real. So if you have really small eyes, this is a hack, and you want your eyes to appear bigger, that is, you want your eyes to be bright, to appear, you know, people with small eyes, when you pack eyeshadow on it, you end up, as in when you cover it, depending on the color you're using, you end up making the appearance of your eyes look smaller. But I have small eyes, I believe, or maybe normal size, but to me it is small compared to other people. Yeah, so most times when I'm trying to do eye makeup, I raise, you see how I've gone beyond, I've actually done this. That's why this is looking bigger. This eye now, if you look at it properly, is looking bigger than this, because I have stretched it past my proper eyelid. I'm almost going into my crease area. You see, that is it. So I'm going to do this here also, and I'll be using those two colors I earlier picked. To apply the eyeshadow on my eyes, I'm going to be using brushes such as this. This is a round, fluffy, blendable brush. I'm going to use this for blending, and I'm going to use this for placement. This is a flat, I have a smaller flat brush. You use it for the inner corner of your eyes. That's this areas, but I can't find that one, but this should do. And then this is the bigger version of this. These are flat brushes, these two. If I get a bigger one, so I use the smallest, medium, then the biggest towards the end. Sometimes, depending on the type of look or what I'm trying to create, I can even use one brush. That's a content idea. So let's work. This is what I'm going to be working with, because this is a blush palette, and I use blush as eyeshadow sometimes, and it sticks because of this that I do. So it's not going to be like, okay, I'm going to hide it, I'm using a very pigmented what is it called, eyeshadow. That's why my eyeshadow appears very, very okay. I'm going to use this, and I think I'm going to pick one without shimmer, so we'll know how far, or I'll mix as I go, so we'll know how far this can go. So I think this is like a pink, or this is a nude and a pink. I'll be using these two. Let's see how it looks once I start. I don't know if you can see this, but I am tapping. I am like pasting it. You know, when you're working with glue, I'm not working with glue, but I don't know if you know, if you've ever done sip and paint, there are times whereby you have to. So I notice it's looking a lot. You see how the color is already out here. It looks a bit bland, but it's coming out. Like, I think it's even too much of a pink for me, but I'm going to use this first. Let's see how that goes. So I paste and I drag, I paste and I drag. I'm going to get a little bit of this nude. The nude will help the pink appear lighter. Can you see it now? Let's not forget this is a blush palette. So you see how I'm done with this inner corner, this small area. I'm now going to go in with what I feel is like a bigger brush. So to make, imagine if you're working and you need to be fast, you cannot continue using the small brush and you're stalling, you're wasting time. So this is it. I'm pasting. Where I need to drag, I'll drag, but for now I am pasting. Paste, 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 paste. Money. This is it. You know, you can always change up your eye look, your eye shape. And this is it. I'll go ahead to do this eyes. I'm going to use this brush to sweep off. If you can see the edge, I can't just appear like this. Even if I'm trying to do cut crease, I cannot just leave this like this. So I'm going to go in with my classic makeup powder and then just slightly sweep these areas. I don't like harsh colors on my eyes, but I don't know. Let's see how today goes. And I don't think this is harsh. Okay, so for the eye contour, because there's something called eye contour, I'm going to be using this brush. This is also a very old powder palette I used to have. Like I said, I don't really like dark colors, but I'm going to try and use the darkest color I can find to tell you how old it is and how much I've used it. So I'm going to paste that, take a bit of that, see. So to even let you know that the eyeshadow itself is not like it's well pigmented, so I'm struggling a bit here. And this is it. I just want it at the corner of my eyes, and then I'll slowly blend that in here. So I take a bit of the product, put at the corner, and then slowly take a bit of the product, put at the corner, and then drive that upward slowly. Do you see the difference? This has actually changed this a bit. So I do the same, going in with this brush again to further clean up. So I'm going to be using this eyeliner. Sometimes I use brown, but for today this is what I want. This is a liquid liner. For the purpose of this video, I am not going to be using lashes. I don't feel like doing. My eyes are already speaking. So this is my mascara now, and I'm just going to use this. If I wanted a more dramatic look, I could play around my eyes more, but I just want you guys to see. I don't want any other thing to overshadow the eyeshadow look I just created. Hi guys, quick question. So I don't know if I think most times my makeup look always end up looking the same. Sorry, my makeup look always end up looking up the same. Please, if you've been watching my makeup videos, I would like to really know in the comments if this is true or if it is false, because I don't know if it's because I'm used to seeing myself a certain way, but I feel like I have created this look before. And trust me, like this eyeshadow combination, I have never done these two colors, so I don't understand why it is looking like something I have done before. Or maybe it's me by myself actually having see finish. That is, I don't see my face finish. Yeah. Like I'm used to seeing my face a certain way. So I'm going in now with more blush, because baby girl must look alive. There's no bronzer on my face, so something. And this is it. This is the final look. Yeah, so I'm going to get myself ready. Yeah, let me know what you'll be trying. Do you like this look? how did I do? And do you have that? Look at the eyeshadow. Do you have that one eyeshadow that you just feel like the colors are not popping, are not coming out the way they should? If you have one, sorry for my nails, it's a bit. If you have one, I feel like you should try this. Use your concealer. If you have a cream concealer, it will work perfectly. And if you do not have a cream concealer, you can actually use your liquid concealer, but I find that I hassle with that. I find that a bit hard. All you have to do is when you apply, you leave it tacky. That is, you leave it for long to make it thicker. Basically, also what you do for the rest of your face, that is when you're doing your skin work. Yes, and this is the look. See you soon. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed this video. If there's something you've learned from this video, please let me know in the comments. Give the video a thumbs up, and thank you for watching. See you on another one. Bye.
Farther than the eyes can handle, freer than the ocean now.